It is multi-level marketing.
Representing Team Ireland, Rory Ledden.
So I watched it back with someone last night just to show them the crack.
Lanniker. Brother of Gary.
Sorry, let's just go back to John here. John said Peter wasn't at a seminar today, Sylvia was. And then he's out with Connor.
Okay.
Give him the money.
Fun fact for you guys, Rory Ledden spent about 2 years or 3 years training over in Australia with Lachlan Giles.
There you go. This was also the match.
That is fun. That is a fun fact.
Also the match Andrew McGahan was offered in the card tonight.
You might see a leg lock here.
Not against Rory, obviously.
For the folks watching at home, Andrew has left.
I'm not done yet.
Get that down. Yeah, that's 25 grams of protein straight to the bicep.
Probably won't do much, to be fair.
Well, you've been doing a lot of heavy lifting on this show thus far, so you got to secure the gains. Now, can't say that the crowd here are particularly thrilled by. They're both well within their right to do so, but this double pull position. What do you think, right? So, it's a grappling tournament, as the old. Are you familiar with that meme? What do you mean you can't knee bar?
What do you mean you can't knee bar?
Right,
I drove 4 hours. I can't even knee bar.
It's a grappling tournament, but so this is a grappling tournament, right? The boys are here to have a grappling match and win, so they're within their rights to employ any strategy that they so choose. But what do you make of the argument that there's a crowd? Are you here to, do you feel some type of responsibility if you're in their position to make it a little bit more exciting? That's not a loaded question.
Yes and no. Let's look at it from the perspective that there really is only a class of degenerative loser willing to spend money to come to a jiu-jitsu event in person. You know what I mean?
No offence,
so
but I think they'll agree.
And we're in that same bracket.
Yeah.
Okay, let's call a spade a spade.
Well said.
They are more likely to tolerate this sort of stuff. Where you may get an odd heckler, do you know what I mean? Is the friend of someone who's just here seeing it like, what are you doing? Get off. You know, but if that was me, if I'm in this double pull scenario, I'm probably going to loosely attempt some sort of get underneath. Do you know what I mean? Just for the sake of opening it up. And this could be on here straight away, Chris. Great frame from Rory with his right leg against Renato, but Renato's got underneath. He is a bit of a back-taking boy.
Is he?
Yeah, he is, big time. Loves the bolo game, but also very somber on his face. Looks inconvened to be here, to be honest.
Inconvened.
Is that the correct word?
I'm just enjoying it.
Great work from Rory on the submission attempt. Shout out to Renato wearing the Venom. Just as we have the segue of both of these men on their derrieres here on the double guard pull, the best Sunday dinner, in my opinion, is in the place called the Coachman's, which is beside Dublin Airport. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant roast. Like a conveyor belt. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, worth the drive.
Nothing screams quality like a conveyor belt of food near Dublin Airport.
No, I don't mean conveyor belt. I mean like you get your tray, you come in, you
tray. Nothing screams
you get your tray,
high dining.
And you tell them, do I want this, that, and then they'll say, okay, do you want this mash, this veg, this whatever, blah blah blah. Go on, take another shot, take another comment at it, because I know you're dying to.
For those that are still with us after that thrilling
Do you hear this guy?
description. Now, hold on a minute. So, Rory Ledden, Chris Leddy.
Yeah.
I think I've just noticed a birthmark on the back of Rory Ledden's left calf. It might be just a blemish or a bruise that is identical to a birthmark that I have on the back of my left calf.
Are you for real?
I'm going to show you something here, Andrew.
Please do, Chris.
No, it's on the left calf. Look at this thing here, right? The lighting isn't
That
great.
up there. Looks like a
Right.
bit of a...
Let's just keep an eye on the back of
Show us it there.
Ledden's. Let's just keep an eye on the back of Ledden's left calf here.
Let's get a picture of that just for the fans.
See if you can spot that on the back of his. A long lost brother. Look at that, you can see it. That is absolutely thrilling. Oh, could be a little K-guard action here. Great little back and forth. Sorry, that's the exact same birthmark in arguably the exact same place. How old is he? If he's the same,
30 odd.
30 odd.
Yeah, he's not as old as you, like.
I look fucking well, don't I? Sir, excuse my language.
Jesus
We get,
Christ.
we get one each. We get one
I
each.
haven't used one yet.
Yeah, well. For those at home, I'm looking very well. Now, shin on shin here.
He is looking great at the minute. Rory's dropped down into the saddle here. Perfect. Renato has
Yes.
attempted to cross the legs, but I feel the heel exposure is about to come next, Chris, as they say.
Yeah, you can see him kind of looking back at it there. Needs to give enough of, I'm sure Renato's aware of the heel on the secondary attack on the heel, but often you can give him enough of a feeling on the first leg.
You need to go enough on the first one to open up the second.
Great
but
stuff, great defense there by Renato, great awareness. Instantly, as soon as the
gap became opened, he took it.
slipped it. He does so well to invert here.
So, and I'm not to
Please.
cast aspersion on either athlete here. Rory seems to be very submission based in what he's looking for out of this situation, but as Renato being more maybe points based or back taking based, I feel like these positions in no-gi are just, they're not meta anymore in terms of trying to look for the back.
Yeah, it's
Do
true.
you know what I mean? You need to be deep diving Levi Jones-Leary and how he was able to do it last week at CGI and stuff like that, but a lot of these like dip underneath positions are just very disconnected.
Particularly.
Do you want to drop of the cordial? Do you?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm fine.
Diluted.
Sweet enough.
Sorry, not cordial.
Sweet
Sugar free.
enough.
Sugar free.
But I agree with what you say, particularly in competition or a rules format where sweeps are not awarded, or Ledden on the top doesn't have to worry about kind of keeping his hips on the floor. He's not worried about Renato coming up on top to make a score. And one of the strengths of, in particularly in a points format, one of the strengths of a guard is the little kind of conundrum that you can give the person on top of. Challenge a sweep, challenge a back take, challenge a submission.
I think we're on here. Renato attempted to come up. Rory, no, brilliant. He's very good at freeing his leg here.
He's almost using that berimbolo,
Renato.
half berimbolo to free the leg. I remember that was something the ever wise Sam McNally said before was in his transition to no-gi, was because he was so confident in his berimbolo game in the gi that he felt that was a big strength for him in his attack of and defense of the leg locks. A very similar game at play in regards to the knee line. So Sam had been, and a berimbolo player had been considering a knee line long before
It was required
Yeah.
in being consciously aware of it from your feet position. Yeah.
couple of, if you'll excuse my French here, gobshites in the audience that sound like they've had a couple too many cans.
Heinekens.
Yeah.
What do you call them up here? Sticks of H.
Nothing.
Give us a few sticks of Dynamite.
Don't paint me with the same brush as you would paint those folks.
Give us a few sticks of Hino, mate. Give us a H. I have another good one of that actually for you, but we'll give these men the respect they deserve until the end of this match, which is nearing ever closer. I feel like Rory has had the more clear-cut submission attempts so far, but Renato has actually grown in confidence into this match as it's gone on, you know.
Yeah,
and now
I
he's
agree.
taking the top position.
I agree. One good pass here, and this is, in my opinion,
Over.
yeah.
Parou. Now they'll cheer them. Now they'll cheer them.
Yeah.
Funny
Fickle.
that.
Fickle.
Anyway, Chris, there's a local pub near me, and a person arrived in one day from South Dublin. Let's just call a spade a spade. They were from South Dublin, and they asked the barman for...
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of unanimous decision, Rory Ledden!
Rory Ledden, relative of Chris Leddy.
Yeah, very same birthmark. Look at that. Look at that, though. That's spooky.
I'm
isn't
not
it?
going to out him. It could be a pimple.